Namaste dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the application of TIR, that is total internal reflection, and one of the very famous and very useful technological application nowadays is optical fiber. Now, optical fiber are basically fibers which are made up of, let's say, glass material, and in that you communicate from one side to another side by using light. You do not use electric current or electric signals, but you use light for communication. Now let's see how you actually communicate using optical fiber. Now, a simple optical fiber looks like this, but when you look it closely, it is just like a wire. So inside a wire, normal wire, you have copper inside, let's say, and then you have an insulation. So the copper part here, we'll call it as core. Here we don't have copper, here you have glass, and the glass which you have here is also a denser medium. Then outside the glass, outside the core, you have covering, and let's say that covering we will call it as cladding. Here everywhere you'll have a covering from outside, and that we'll call it as cladding. So this is cladding. Cladding is also made up of a glass material, and this is a rarer as compared to the core. Okay? So what happens exactly? Let's understand. I am just taking out the core from here and I've drawn it here. This is the core. And the front view, if you look it from here, this will appear to us like a rectangle. So let's say that's the core. So when a ray of light passes through it, let's say outside you have air, here outside you have air, but here you have cladding outside, here also you have cladding outside, which is a rarer material as compared to the core. This is also a rarer material as compared to the core. So when you pass a light through here, let's say the light goes like this. Okay, now this becomes the interface, because here you have glass and here you have air. So what I'll do is I'll draw a normal over here. When you go from a rarer medium to a denser medium, the beam else would have bent like this. Now it bends towards the normal. Let's say the beam bends towards the normal and it goes over here. It bends a little bit. It would have bent like this, but it bends a bit. Okay? Now from here the beam has got a tendency to come out from this side, but again here you have the core and here you have the cladding. So this is a denser material and this is a rarer material, therefore this acts as an interface. So I need to draw one normal over here. Now what happens exactly is there is some angle of incidence. Okay, if the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then you have TIR, total internal reflection. You can watch the video which was just before this video in the playlist and you can understand the concept. So जब आप यहाँ पे इस slide को डाल देते हैं and you are trying to go from a denser medium to a rarer medium, and if your angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then the ray will bounce back and it will go here. Okay? Now let's say this becomes a normal. Again students, we will have an angle I over here. In this case also this will be greater than IC. So your beam will again bounce back and it will go over here. Okay. So it reaches here. That's the angle of incidence again, which is greater than IC. Now the beam 1 again, what happens to the beam? The once again it will come from here to here, hit here, Then again you will have angle of incidence which is greater than IC. This beam from here will go over here, and then it will have a tendency to go out like this, but it won't go out like straight line, because here you have a denser material, here you have a rarer material, so this line will act as a interface. So what I'll do, I'll redraw one normal over here. When you go from a denser medium to a rarer medium, the beam bends away from the normal. So away from the normal, the beam bends a bit away from the normal, and let's say the beam goes here. Okay, so the going away, I'm marking it like this, the beam goes here. So what exactly happened is, once the light enters here, it undergoes multiple reflection, and due to multiple reflection, the beam has the least tendency to come out of the cladding. It won't come out from the cladding. See, here you have the cladding ka layer. This is cladding all over. This is also cladding all over. So whatever signal you just send inside, that remain inside the core, and there is actually few losses, but those losses are negligible. There are various advantages of using this optical fiber. Number one advantage is the rays which are going inside, the bouncing insides, are not affected by external electromagnetic waves. Number two, there is no copper, no material, no metal inside, so chances of stealing it becomes very less. Number three, this core, this optical fiber has got a diameter of approximately equal to the thickness of your hair, and sometimes even 1/10 of that of your hair. You know nowadays doctors operate us by using cameras, but they insert cameras in the body, and then they look around, and then they find the exact fault in the body, and then they try to fix it. So for using those cameras, you require to have some flashlights, because for camera, in order to click the pictures, you require light, but there is no light inside your body. So you also insert one optical fiber along with the camera, and the light, once you put light from here, it will bounce, and it will come out from the other side. One optical fiber has got approximately a capacity of transmitting 90,000 individual channels. Let's say one is Star Plus, Star Gold, Sony Max, Aaj Tak, Republic. So you have plenty of individual channels, so like that you can transmit 90,000 channels, and that too with the speed of light. Travels with the speed of 3 × 10⁸ meter per second in air, but this is glass. Let's say the refractive index of glass is 1.5, so approximately with the speed of 2 lakh km per second. So that's the speed of communication. Okay, so let's see how exactly it works. Let's see over here. So here on the screen you have a professor explaining the basic examples of optical fiber. So on the table he has various things. He has one flower pot, then he has some wire kept on it, black colored, then he has some glass thing. Now he is picking up a glass which is straight. See what's the refractive index and how clean is the glass, that you won't be able to identify that he has got a glass rod in his hand. This glass rod is nothing but the core. Now he has got a green color laser with him, and as soon as he points a laser inside the core, see how the light travels. See, it's so interesting. Whatever we had studied, the same way the light travels in a zigzag way. Now let's see it again. Even if he zooms it, and if he changes the angle of incidence, then simultaneously, accordingly, the angles of each and every reflection gets changed. Now this is all about a straight line, but what if the glass is bent? So see, here there's another example which is having a spiral sort of shape. So he holds the laser light at one end, and the light again gets totally internally reflected, and it is coming out, and the light is pointing towards you. See, it's very interesting. Now let's see what happens when there is a wire. Now I told you that there is a wire, there is a cladding, and inside it there is a core. So here he has kept a wire. It's just a normal wire from outside. Now if he takes one end of the wire and he points a laser, although the wire is completely kept tangled, okay, so when he puts it, the directs the ray inside, see, the laser gets out from the other end. So that is how it's done. Now a very basic example which all of you would have definitely seen somewhere in sort of jatra or in some melas or in some fun fairs, which is this. You all from your childhood would have amazed to see that how come a light which is there at the center is coming out from all the different patla fibers. So these, each and every fiber is an optical fiber. Now you have got a smile at your face, right? Now this experiment can be done at your home. See, take a dish, take a water bottle, fill it with water and punch a hole in it. Now what you do, from the other end, point a laser, which you are seeing in the video. The laser light gets trapped inside the water and the water falls in the beaker continuously. Due to total internal reflection, you will see the light is also bending along with the stream of water. This is again a very beautiful example. So with that said, students, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, do share it with your friends, like the video, subscribe to my channel and stay connected by pressing the bell icon so that anytime I'll upload anything soon, you will be notified. तब तक के लिए पढ़ते रहें और खूब आगे बढ़ते रहें। नमस्ते।